In today's video, I'm gonna give you my favorite core and flexibility workout, perfect for herniated discs. If you are dealing with any kind of pain, chronic back pain, or maybe even sciatica, this workout is perfect for you. Now, to keep things short and sweet, I'm gonna limit how many core exercises that I give you. If you want more options, if you wanna say, okay, I wanna start with these exercises you give me today, but what are some other things that I can do to keep things fresh, keep the variety up? Go to fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint. I'm gonna give you the exact type of core exercises that you should be using in your program that are safe for a herniated disc, sciatica, chronic back pain, post-fusion, whatever your situation might be. Go grab that free guide, fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint. So let's jump right into the workout. We're gonna start off with an 8 to 10 minute fast-paced walk. I don't have to demonstrate how to walk. We all know how to do that, hopefully. Lots of reasons why I start with a fast-paced walk, but to keep it simple, it's a very non-confrontational way of activating and relaxing all the muscles in your body. Oftentimes when we have pain, sciatica, or just chronic pain we've been dealing with for years and years, we are tense, we are tight, we are afraid. Walking over a period of time, eventually your brain starts to say, okay, we're safe. This isn't that bad. We're not doing anything different. It's a very consistent movement pattern. So it begins to let go and relax, and that's what you want. Once the fast-paced walk is done, we can jump on the floor and now start addressing the sciatica symptoms, trying to reverse the disc herniation. This is the number one exercise or flexibility exercise that you're going to do, right? First things first is start very, very simple, which could be you just laying face down like this, where you're just laying here, you're relaxing, taking some deep breaths. From there, you can work up to stacking fists underneath your chin like this, and you're just gonna slowly breathe. This might be uncomfortable for some people. It all depends on your unique pain profile, but regardless, what you wanna eventually do is work up to where you can get more and more extension. You are just trying to regain a range of motion that you've lost due to pain and the herniation and the sciatica. So once you're gotten to a point where you're able to do more of this, then we can get into more of a press up. If you're experiencing sciatica in this position here and pushing up into this threshold is becoming painful, you've got to stop below that threshold and earn the right to be able to come here. Now let's actually get into the exercise, the strengthening portion of the core. The first exercise you've got to start doing is just deep core activation. Very easy, fun way of learning this skill of deep core activation is simply a breathing drill, breathing and contraction drill. You can do this in this position here. I like this because it kind of gives me control. I'm in a good, comfortable position. If you're in pain in this position, go onto your back, you can do it standing. It doesn't matter, you're gonna apply the same technique in whatever position feels good to you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a few deep breaths into our belly. So we're gonna expand our belly. Really try to get a stretch deep into your belly. And from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quick breath out as if I'm gonna get punched in the stomach, right? So this is a good brace right now. Once this is braced, what you want to do is my stomach is not going to change, but what I'm gonna think about is if this is my stomach wall, or my abdomen wall right here, this is my belly button, and this is the inside of my stomach. I'm going to pull that belly button back towards my spine. Now, what I'm not doing is this. I'm not sucking in and trying to create a vacuum. I'm not doing that. I'm bracing out, quick breath out, ribs are down. I'm in a good contracted position. Once I have that, now I'm gonna shift my focus to that belly button cord. And I'm going to, as I'm bracing, draw that belly button cord back towards my spine. While you're pulling that belly button back, I want you to exhale slowly. And while you're doing that slowly, you're gonna push as much air out of your lungs as possible. And as you're doing that, you're going to contract and bring that belly button cord back as far as you can. Make sure it's contracted. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Watch. Quick breath out. Brace. Belly button cord goes back. I'm gonna start exhaling. Pulling that belly button cord back. As I exhale, I'm squeezing everything. Take a breath.
take a break. What you're doing is you're really trying to, as you're exhaling, getting all the air out, you're really trying to create this contraction in your stomach that involves everything. All right, so this next core exercise, we're gonna use a stability ball. Very fun, very simple, awesome, awesome core exercise you can do. So you're gonna bring your feet up into this dead bug position. I'm going to take my hands on top of here, push to kind of get an idea of what this is gonna feel like. Come down, and as I'm coming down, I'm squeezing, I'm trying to pop this ball. Come back up, switch. Try to pop the ball, switch. Switch. What you wanna make sure you are mindful of is your low back position. Oftentimes we say, okay, flatten our back. If you flattening your low back into the ground hurts, it's not going to not hurt eventually. You have to modify the exercise so that it becomes not painful. Show you one more time, bracing, opposite arm, opposite leg. The final component to this core strength and flexibility routine for your herniated disc is the hip mobility. Now, proceed with caution. This may not work for everybody, but the concept of bringing space, gentle space over time in the hips to relieve pressure is what we're going for. I'm gonna go with the 90-90 because I love it. Here it is, 90 here, very simple, 90 here, as 90 as you can get. From here, what we're gonna do is oftentimes people are so tight, I'll turn around this way, are so tight where they're slouching, they're way over here, and just to get upright is like, oh my gosh, I feel it here, I feel it back here. This is brutal. If this is you, if you cannot get into this comfortable position, see how I'm already kind of leaning that way because I favor that. So what you want to do is put your hand here, get a block, a yoga block, a phone book. We don't use phone books anymore, but you know what I mean. Get something here that will prop you up and you can kind of just hold this position and just do some breathing, okay? This is like elementary ground level 1 of the 90-90. If you're ready to kind of move on, this is how you do it. To break this down into like steps, what I like to talk about is first the hips. I want to tilt my butt back, so creating this like duck butt position, right? Where you're anterior tilting your pelvis and your butt cheeks are pointing towards the ceiling as much as possible, okay? So I'm going to tilt gently. From there, I'm going to apply pressure here and here down into the ground. So I'm pushing in, butt cheeks are pointing towards the ceiling as much as I can, and I'm going to slowly, using my hip flexors, using this area here, to bring myself down towards my knee. You don't need to move much. Just because your friend can roll over and put his forehead on the ground, he's probably, or she is probably doing it wrong. Because if you look at it from the side, tilting butt back, nice upright position, holding this 90, relax, pushing down here, pushing to the ground, push, 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 push. As I'm pushing, I'm drawing myself forward over my knee. I already feel it down the back of my right leg into my glute. It's a deep stretch. I'm gonna hold this. Whatever feels good to you, you have to respect your unique pain threshold. You're gonna hang out there and you're gonna come up. Work on that every single day. There it is, my favorite core strength and flexibility routine that is perfect for herniated discs, especially if you have sciatica symptoms. Make sure you go to fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint to know exactly all of the core exercises that are perfect for you, especially with a herniated disc, dealing with sciatica symptoms and trying to use core training to get relief and a stronger core. fitnessforbackpain.com/core blueprint.